Hello student, good morning to all of you. Today here I am going to explain your topic sorting materials into groups. Sorting materials into groups. We need to grouping the objects. Why? Because grouping helps us in the determining if a material has the desired property required to make an object. Suppose that if we want to make electric cables, we would choose a material from the group of materials which are good conductors. When we have to make electric cables, we need good conductors of electricity such as aluminum, copper, iron, etc. And for insulation, we would choose a material from the group of materials which are bad conductors like plastic, rubber, etc. So, grouping of materials is all done on the basis of some characteristics that make them unique or a part of a particular group. Some basic common properties of materials on the basis of which they can be grouped are described below. Here I have written some points which are used for grouping. First point, first property, appearance. Second is physical state. Third, hardness. 4. Transparency, solubility, floating and sinking. Number 7. Conduction of heat. Number 8. Conduction of electricity. And last one, magnetic properties. In magnetic properties, some are magnetic and some objects are non-magnetic. Conduction of heat, that means conductor or insulator. Solubility, soluble, insoluble substances. Transparency, we will see transparent, translucent and opaque. Okay. So, we will do one by one properties. We will explain the given properties one by one. So, all of you please listen carefully. These properties are used for grouping the objects. Okay. So here first property is appearance. Appearance means you can say form, रूप, दिखावट. You can say दिखावट. In appearance, first term is color, luster, and third is texture. Naturally occurring objects have a characteristic color that enables us to identify them. For example, a raw mango is green in color and a ripe one is yellow in color. Okay. Second, luster. Luster means shining on metal surface. Luster means shining on metal surface. Luster is the property of a material that makes it shine. Chamak, when light falls on it. Things that shine are known as lustrous objects and things that don't shine are called non-lustrous objects. Okay, here you have given a table which you have to find objects that shine when light falls on them and objects that doesn't shine when light falls on them. That means non-lustrous and lustrous object. Okay, lustrous like gold, silver, platinum, and non-lustrous means you can say wood, plastic, rubber, etc. Okay, texture. Texture is the feel of a material. Texture is the feel of a material. That means a marble floor has a smooth texture, whereas a gravel path has a rough. There are two words, rough and smooth. A smooth texture have a smooth surface, and a gravel path has a rough texture. Okay. Next, physical state. Second property is physical state. So, in physical state, we will see the solid substance, liquids, and gases. We know that all materials around us have mass and occupy space. Something that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Thus, all materials are made up of matter. Moreover, matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. Depending upon the packing of these molecules, matter and therefore material exists in three different states like solid, liquid, or gas. So we can easily group materials as solids, liquids, or gases. Okay, here you have to classify the following under the groups solid, liquid, or gas like ice cream, kerosene, table, hydrogen, chair, lemon, tree, book, oxygen, etc. You have to classify this in solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, solid is the state of matter in which the molecules are very closely packed together. This property makes solid hard and durable. For example, solids are rocks, rubber, and wood. Liquids is the state of matter in which the molecules are rather loosely held as compared to a solid but are tighter as compared to a gas. Matter in which the molecules are rather loosely compared to a solid but tighter as compared to a gas. This makes liquids move freely as compared to solids. For example, water, milk, and oil. And gases, the molecules are placed very far apart from each other, very far. In solid, they are very closely. In liquids, loosely held as compared to solid, but tighter as compared to gas. But in gases, molecules are placed very far apart from each other. This property makes the gases very fluid and they can occupy and give an space. Example of gases are oxygen, carbon dioxide, and steam. Okay. Next point, hardness. I will explain you tomorrow. Okay. I hope you will understand easily and you have to note it down all difficult words from this lesson and learn well. Okay. Thank you.